Out of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Now a 2nd down and 6. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Fields. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Bears. Jimmy Graham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. On 1st down, it's Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. A nice throw there for the 1st down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Jakeem Grant. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears add on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. Touchdown. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears have taken a 6-touchdown lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, Valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now a give, right side, Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, Detroit! DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with a second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I
always think
I just
that.
appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run with Montgomery, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears continue to pour it on. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
First down, a run with Cohen. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cohen. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Back to throw. Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 2nd and 7, Goff got his man complete over the middle. It's Fitzgerald. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 65 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Seibert up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out. But for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Fields being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. His big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
The Bears on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Fields. Now this will be caught by Mooney. Well, a crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last year, up to make the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Swift. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.